Alright, how's it guys? If you have watched my vlog already, then you will know that this is coming. Otherwise, if you don't know what's going on, you've just clicked on this video and you're like, this is not a vlog, then let me fill you in, let me get you up to speed. So what this video is a director's cut of day 11 from Kenya, because what I did is I decided to use the LG G6, which is a new phone to me. Ben had it in Kenya, it was his backup phone, and I saw an opportunity to film a phone review in terms of using phones as vlogging cameras, because as you guys know, this that I'm filming on right now is the Samsung S7 Edge, but I have never vlogged with another phone. I've never used my iPhone for vlogging, so I was interested to see what the difference would be. I thought I would check it out, and what this video is you and I are gonna go through the vlog, and I'm gonna kind of talk you through the G6 in terms of using it as a vlogging phone camera. Basically, if you want to use a phone to vlog, should you buy the G6? Yes or no? As you guys can see on the screen, I think I'm going to put myself in the bottom left-hand corner, so the vlog should be up here. But you can see my whole editing vibe in Premiere Pro. This is the bare bones edit, so this hasn't been exported yet because I wanted to talk you guys through some of the things before I had to correct them and change them for my actual edit, because I have a kind of standard of vlog that I like to keep up. I didn't want to just put out a vlog even though the camera wasn't quite working how I wanted it to work. I have figured out ways to fix that a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to go through the vlog together here. This first bit, I haven't even put the intro in yet, but so basically here's me saying, how's it guys? And then this is where the intro would go, and then I say, today, whatever. So this bit already, when I watched this back on the phone, it actually looked decent. Watching it back on my computer, where I actually have a big screen, I can already see the quality is not the same as on the S7 Edge. So if we go to, okay, this is not really a fair test because it's super low light, but this is the front-facing camera on the S7 Edge. I can find another clip with the front-facing camera. This is probably about the same light condition as this episode, but I really would have expected it to perform better in low light with this. And another thing, when I was messing around with the settings, I know for a fact that I had set it to Quad HD for front-facing camera. So for those who don't know, Quad HD, the resolution is normally 2560 by 1440. And that means that when you export it or when you crop it down to be 1080p, so HD, it compresses it so it increases the quality, or you get more pixels per square inch, or I don't know exactly how it works. But so when I filmed on the S7 Edge, the front-facing camera, I had a larger picture that I could crop down and then it would fit and it looked like a better quality, whereas this looks grainy and it's, you know, it looks grainy, and that's exactly what it is.
For those who don't know, and it has a pretty cool function where you can, because it's got dual cameras, you can take normal video like this, or you can take wide video.
So this is the bit where I explain that the LG G6 has the two lenses on the back of the camera. So you have your normal lens and then you have your wide angle lens, which is awesome, except when you are tapping between the two, that's fine if that's what you want to do. But when you are zooming in and out, it doesn't flow nicely. You don't get a nice flow. There's always a jump where it jumps from one lens to the other. And I think it actually does the same thing on the iPhone 7s Plus, or whichever, the one that has, because that one also has two lenses, I don't know. But so in terms of that being a feature, I'm not the biggest fan. I like having a fluid zoom, especially if you're using it for video. If you're using for photo, that's fine. If you're going to fix on one, that's fine. If you're going to be wide angle or you're going to be normal, fine. Otherwise, if you're zooming in and out, which I often do in videos, it's not so great. We can skip through the majority of this intro, I think.
Handy,
because I think this comes handy. So now I'm back to the front-facing camera, still poor quality, and that's where I'm facing into a light, like a bright window. Almost similar kind of brightness as to what I'm looking at now, which is my curtain closed with the sun on the back of it. How's it guys?
Captain Cor.
Not much happening.
Morning, Chloe.
So one thing that I noticed with the G6 is if you look at this clip, for example.
Captain Coral, how's it?
I say, Captain Coral, how's it? Good morning. So another thing that I've noticed with this, with the G6 is its inability to normalize the audio properly. So if I zoom into this clip here, we talk about this one, you can see, here I've highlighted it for you. You can see here is when I'm talking, and it's super high peaks, and then when other people are saying stuff it's pretty low, and then all these high peaks are when I'm saying something. On the S7 Edge it's not quite the same as that. So let me go here. So for example, this clip where I haven't changed this audio level whatsoever, but you can see it doesn't peak above kind of, let's see, what does it say? 0.8, negative 0.8. It doesn't peak above that. Anything above that is kind of, you have to drop it down. This one, it peaks at 0, so that's pretty much as high as it goes. In terms of normalizing its audio, it's not nice to listen back to when I'm editing it. Now, of course, I can edit this for you guys, so for when I upload it to YouTube, and I can pull up the volume when it's softer, and I can drop it down when it's louder, but that's labor intensive to have to do that for every clip where it's 2 different people talking. You should kind of be able to click on one clip and then its volume is either too low or it's too high, and then you adjust it. But to have to change little clips in between, in and out, not Ioba. If I play through this here, you can see, watch the levels on the right here.
Carl,
you see it's pushing right up to 0.
Very good.
And then in other clips, you see there it's even pushed above the red. Oh, so I think this original clip, let's have a look.
Oh yeah.
Pancakes.
Exactly. Pancakes for breakfast.
So this original clip here, I'm gonna widen this out and show you guys. So I've trimmed this off now. Where's the bit where Carl says pancakes? And then here, okay, watch. This is when I'm using the wide angle lens, and then I wanted to zoom into something.
Exactly. Pancakes for breakfast.
You see, it just kind of jumps straight across to the other camera, which I guess they have to do, and when you're using 2 lenses, I don't think there's really a way around it, because you're always gonna, at some stage, have to switch between the 2, and to have it as a fluid kind of motion switch, things would be quite difficult. So I think it would be nice to see if someone could come up with a camera where it's one lens that has the wide angle and telephoto zoom in it. I don't know exactly how stuff like that works in terms of the quality of technology and the rate at which we increase, but we could see that someday. Who knows? More front-facing camera. Okay, in terms of having a backlit situation with the front-facing camera, I feel like this is very similar to the Samsung, so I wouldn't rate it any less than the Samsung on that. So this whole clip, now I don't know what happened here, but this clip here originally is like this, with no audio. And I imported the clip into the sequence multiple times just to check, reveal in project, and it comes in like this, which means it's video, but there's no audio attached. So if you see on the one below it here, there's a video, which is the purple little thing in the background in terms of the film, and then it has the sound, which is this little green box attached to it. This one, no sound. When I play the video back in VLC player, it has sound up until a point and then it cuts off. So I don't know what that is, whether, you know, conflict with the SD card, if it was corrupted, or if it is the phone itself in terms of the camera just bugging out. Because I think I had that with a few clips. When I imported them, it said generic error response. So we'll see. But so I just threw some audio over that, which kind of happened to fit. But I had to adjust that. I had to make that happen, which, if it's a phone that I'm using to vlog every day, I'm not going to want to have to do that all the time. You see,
sick.
And again,
how far away are we?
Speaking super loud. I'm not that close to the phone. I'm not holding it next to my mouth, so, and I'm hardly shouting. So that is an audio issue that the phone obviously has. I think I've kind of touched on all the points that I wanted to touch on. Oh, another thing. This is kind of an important one for me. So
Yo.
That sounds like it's a GoPro. I'll jump to this other front-facing camera clip.
I think it was a pretty successful shopping trip. Definitely.
You hear that?
Only bought essentials.
It sounds like a GoPro. Whereas this is normal, normal audio. That sounds fine. But for some reason, when you're using the front-facing camera, surely you're using the same microphone as well. So why have they made it that you switch to a different microphone? Or why have they dampened the microphone so that it sounds like you're using a GoPro inside its waterproof housing? So this bit here, okay, I wanted to test out some of the functions of the phone itself, so I used the built-in slow-mo capabilities. So on the Samsung, I've never actually used the built-in slow-mo function because I didn't necessarily know it was there, so I don't have anything to compare this one to. But the slow-mo clip, it shoots it at 120 FPS. This, let me go full screen on this. That's horrible noise. But the one thing I was disappointed by, the fact that it was only 720p, so it's not full HD. again, I mean, I'm filming on a phone, so it doesn't really make a difference when it comes down to quality. It's not like I'm shooting 4K, you know, 50 megapixels or something. So it didn't make a difference to me in terms of the quality and the edit, but I just thought it was interesting and noteworthy point that the super slow-mo only shoots at 720p. Let's scroll through, and here there's some more clips where the kind of audio is super loud and I'm figuring out that I don't like the transition from wide to normal zoom lens. Here I think was actually the clip where I figured out that if you want to use one, you've got to stick to the one, you can't jump between the two. At this point, now I'm super excited. This is a super genuine reaction. I'm like, oh my god. And then it cuts, as I'm trying to zoom in, it cuts to the second camera, and I really didn't like it, so I actually had to retake that. So now here comes the retake, and I have to retake a genuine reaction. So for me, if the camera is getting in the way of capturing a genuine moment and you're having to retake something, then that's not really vlogging. So not impressed with that. I know I have harped on about it for a bit now, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But you see, as Taylor Swift says, look what you made me do. You know, I'm not the one responsible for having to do over. I wasn't faking a genuine reaction, I just had to do it over. But to me, it feels disingenuous. That's a word that Sav and I both love and hate. I'm still not sure if it's an actual word, but I've heard so many people use it on The Bachelor and Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, enough of that. Sorry, I got sidetracked. So so I go through that whole bit, and then this I feel like is probably similar to the Samsung in terms of when you're looking at contrast issues here. Ben's face is a little right, but the background is blown out and the shadows are too dark, you can't see anything. So I don't know, we'll have to see in the next vlog if the Samsung has the same issues, because we're in the same house for I think 3 nights. So here we are inside, I'm walking around with the wide angle lens, just more audio issues. Other than that, it's fine. Over here, Nicole faked not being able to be heard. So if you watch the actual vlog and you're like, oh, you can't even hear it, that's amazing. She was faking it. Indoors, low light, it's not too bad, but again, there's a lot of black. One positive thing that I will say about the low light capabilities of the LG was that in black, it made the blacks black, whereas the Samsung in similar conditions will try and pull light out of the black, so it gets very grainy. That is a positive that I have to say about the LG, was that it keeps your blacks black. Yeah, this was an alright bit, but again, so now I'm talking.
And you can hear the call of fish eagles, and you'll hear one all the way over on this side, and you'll hear another all the way over on.
And it's just not a nice balanced audio. So this, I'm filming this on the phone now, so this audio that you can hear right now, this is what you should be hearing as opposed to this.
On that side, and it's like they're chatting to each other. It is so epic and so beautiful.
You know, it sounds like your little cousin has given you a polystyrene cup with a piece of string on the end and you have to watch the vlog through that. Okay, the zoom capabilities, I mean, I don't know, that's... You can make up your own mind, but I think all phones are digital zoom, so it's, yeah, I never really expected it to be that good, so I'm not too phased. So then I did a little time-lapse here. I used the built-in time-lapse feature, and then I actually just increased the speed as well, and the time-lapse feature, I mean, it worked really well. It came out really nicely. So this is the actual time-lapse. I cut this whole first section off because it wasn't interesting in terms of the rest of the lapse, but yeah, I thought it was pretty decent, standard, similar to the S7. And then I pretty much wrap up the vlog. Kind of had enough of filming by now, so it's just what we had for dinner. These choppies were really good, but yeah, that's it. And then is me again. That's me right now. That was me. So yeah, that is pretty much a wrap on my director's cut of my vlog. Just to touch on some of the other points that I haven't actually mentioned, I think there's a bit in here where when we're driving. So what I did was I had my iPhone out, I opened up the timer, or the stopwatch, sorry. I hit start on the stopwatch and start on the record. And as you can see, the first frame that it captures is 253, halfway between 250 and 253, kind of cool. But that means it takes 2 seconds and 50 split seconds to start recording, which is quite a lot actually. And being used to the Samsung, obviously this wouldn't be an issue if I knew it was happening each time, but being used to the Samsung, I can normally hit the button and just start talking straight away. So that was just an interesting thing that I noticed. I mean, shame, I feel bad, I'm really ripping this G6 now. So the phone itself, I really like the shape and the feel. If you look at this little screen grab that I've got here, you can see it's pretty much all glass, okay? And it's very similar to the iPhone in terms of just shape, size, feel, and look. So in terms of having it as an everyday phone, I would be more than happy to use that as my actual phone, because as you can see, I'm currently an iPhone user. Yeah, so in terms of an actual phone, it's pretty decent. I'm not 100% sure if I would want to use it for vlogging. Similar to the Samsung S7 Edge, actually, the screen is very close to the edge of the phone itself. Obviously, the Samsung has the edge feature, so you would actually need a case or something to hold on to it without accidentally touching the screen. But otherwise, general feel and look of the phone is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful phone. And the screen quality is amazing, which I think actually makes the camera quality seem a little bit better because you're reviewing it on this, you know, high density screen. I will give them that. They made a pretty gorgeous phone in terms of as phones go. All right, that concludes my comparison. It was a half comparison, half a review of the LG G6, and I was comparing it to the only phone that I have ever used before, which was the Samsung S7 Edge, which is this one, and hands down S7 Edge, the winner. I've been using that for the whole time I've been vlogging. I've vlogged on the S7 Edge. This is not a paid sponsorship. I have not been asked by Samsung or LG to make this video. I just wanted to make it out of pure interest. I just want to reiterate that I love technology and stuff like that. You know what, now that I'm done playing back the videos, I don't need the headphones on anymore. These hurt my ears, these terrible headphones. While I'm slating things, don't buy the Sennheiser HD 205s. They are horrible, don't get them. I'm really not making friends in this video with anybody that either supports or likes LG or Sennheiser. I know Sennheiser make good headphones. These ones are terrible, don't get them, bottom line. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did enjoy the review, please let me know in the comment section. Write something down below. If you didn't, as well, please just let me know in the comments what you did like about it, what you didn't like about it. If you want me to do more reviews, I'm more than happy to. I love reviewing stuff. Actually, I love being critical of stuff. If you can get people to send me stuff to review, I would be happy to do that too, because I can't necessarily go out and buy the latest of everything to review it. So if you guys have contacts at whoeverandwherever.com, feel free to get in touch on my behalf. Other than that, I think that is a wrap on this first ever edition of Slice of Matt Director's Cut / review / comparison of a new piece of technological advanced camera equipment that is also a phone on the side. Actually, it's a phone that is a camera. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did, and I hope to do more for you in the future. Until then, keep enjoying the vlogs. I hope you're all enjoying the Kenya series, if any of you are watching that. Or maybe I've got some new people here who don't even know that I'm a daily vlogger, and that's what I do at the moment. So if you are new here, welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. This is actually a vlogging channel, not a reviewing channel. So thanks for watching, and you can check out some of my other stuff if you want. Actually, I'll put it over here. There'll be a video over here, and then there'll be a subscribe thing down here somewhere. Roughly, I don't know. If you want to check out the rest of the Kenya series, or this actual vlog, I'm actually going to put that vlog is going to be here. Other vlog playlist is going to be here, and the subscribe button is going to be down there, and then we're just going to end it there. Peace.